Canelo insists that his upcoming fight against Caleb Plant is personal. Let's talk about that.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex alive is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's get to it. Boxing scene. Canelo says all the talk, all the ish Plant says, that's why it's personal. Let's look at this. Written by Jake Donovan. The allure of becoming the first undisputed champion from Mexico was enough motivation for Saul Canelo Alvarez. Having that opportunity to come against a bitter rival such as Caleb Plant only gives such a potential feat that much more meaningful. All the talk, all the ish he says, that's why it's personal. Alvarez insisted on his upcoming WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, Super Middleweight Championship showdown with Plant. He crossed the line, and maybe too much. That's why it's personal. At the same time, it's one of the most important fights for me. Let me stop right there. What do you mean he crossed the line? Canelo? I don't get it. People enable a lot of weird things. And this mudslinging with this your mama talk. Canelo, man, stop. You did that. You started that. You've done it before. You heard what you said to Demetrius Andre. So why is it really that Caleb Plant is under your skin? You're acting really out of character, but I'll read on. Little love is lost between Alvarez and Plant during their continued negotiations for the fight, which will take place November 6th on Showtime pay-per-view at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Plant didn't mince his words at any point, shining a light on Alvarez's positive drug test for clenbuterol and 6-month suspension that came with it in 2018, along with accusing his entire gym headed by renowned trainer Eddie Reynoso. We stop right there. Is that why this is really personal? What enrages most people, given the situation, would be if someone's lying on you. If someone is getting penalized based off of a lie, like, for example, if someone goes to jail and they honestly are sitting in prison like, yo, I really didn't do it. I really, really didn't do it. So these things that Caleb is saying to him, is it a lie? It's not a lie. It says right here, he didn't mince his words, shining a light meaning he's reminding people. Positive drug test for clenbuterol, that happened. 6-month suspension, that happened. It wasn't enough, in my opinion. And the entire gym. It's not alleged. Canelo, Oscar Valdez, it was still allowed to fight. Had old and new media on the same page on that one. And then we looked at Andy Ruiz, was like, yo, you look like a CrossFit trainer now. How'd that happen? Then Ryan Garcia just not doing anything, but he seems to be bulking up, isn't he? Only fighting he's doing is with other people on Twitter. Now you got Canelo coming out and saying, yo, man, you're wasting your talent. Where's the lie? But I'll keep reading. The comments clearly hit a sore spot with Alvarez, as did the words exchanged during their intense stare-down, which led to a physical confrontation this past September in Beverly Hills. Formally announced the fight. Plant, who has held the IBF Super Middleweight title since January of 2019, took exception to the demands of his divisional rival during the initial negotiation period. Talk stalled to the point of their losing the planned September 18th date before the two sides were able to pick up where they left off, eventually strike a deal for November 6th. Now let me stop right there. The initial date was September 18th. I'm looking at my calendar. That was Saturday, September 18th. We're now at November 6th. Why did he do that? Y'all remember? Dump this fight. I'm going to go fight Bivol. Y'all remember that? Bivol. Okay, you want to fight? All right. Y'all remember that? I'm just playing. I ain't going to fight Bivol. You know what? Call Caleb back. Y'all remember all of those demands that he wanted? If I get injured, you got to wait on me. If you get injured, I want to still fight and make the same money. What? Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember all of those things? Remember he went on Twitter when Caleb went on Twitter and said, yo, look, what is this guy doing? This ain't me. It's him. And wasn't that the Mexican holiday or something? Why would you dump that date, Canelo? Did Reynoso tell you to do that? I'm just asking. The beautiful Ron Garcia, mental problems. Andy Ruiz looking like a CrossFit trainer. Oscar Valdez popping dirty. Why did you dump that date, Canelo? I'm just asking the question. But none of that looks suspicious to anybody else. Okay. Alvarez will defend his titles in the fight, aiming to become the lineal champion in the third weight division, as he's done so at junior middleweight, while also briefly holding the WBO light heavyweight title. Jesus. A win over Plant will provide Alvarez with his first undisputed championship, along with being the first Mexican and Latin American to accomplish the feat. No matter the fight or stakes, Alvarez always puts Mexico first and honored to carry his country on his back ahead of the potentially historic moment. They know what I'm going to do in the ring, even more so in this fight. This is Alvarez, who is coming off an 8th-round stoppage of the then unbeaten WBO super middleweight titleist Billy Joe Saunders in May. When something is personal with me, it's different. In my mind, I have that special thing. It's going to be a really good fight, really good night for us. That is the article. Here's my opinion. It's a 50-50 fight. It's going to be what it's going to be. That's my opinion. I also believe that he's triggered because everything that's being said about him, he reads it. He knows what's going on. And I believe that he knows that people are connecting dots and they got him figured out. Now, is anything going to be done about it? I doubt it. 6-month suspension for clenbuterol, and all they did was up the level. So if he has that same amount of levels found in his system, it's going to be fine. So nothing's going to be done. So we're not going to get justice on that end. But what's happening is the fact that Caleb is pointing this out, and he doesn't seem intimidated like his last few opponents. Who was Canelo Alvarez's last couple of opponents? Billy Joe Saunders is as much crap as he talked. He was never a threat. Everyone talked about, he got footwork, he could provide problems. That sounded good, but no one really thought that Billy was going to beat Canelo. Okay, Abney Yildirim was his sparring partner. He showed up to lay down. I can't believe people paid for that. Caleb Smith, come on. Sergey Kovalev needed a paycheck because he's going through legal problems, a divorce, litigation with these women that he assaulted. I don't even know why he's still in the country. He should have been deported during COVID. All right, I'll just stop there because I see Daniel Jacobs there, Rocky Fielding, and then Triple G back in 2018. But here's the deal. He's triggered because those words are carrying weight. As much people are patting him on the back saying, go ahead, man. You're good. We got you. The WBC, we're good. We got you. The truth is, Caleb is not the only person saying this. There's people that support what he's saying. There's people looking at him side-eye. Now you can ignore the YouTube guys. When you got Andre Ward pointing out what's going on in that camp, you're so mad that you're threatening you want to fight Andre Ward. You're lucky Andre Ward is retired. But, you know, I firmly believe if you keep calling that man's name long enough, it's going to be like Candyman. He will show up. You'll get what you ask for. But you got to get past Caleb Plant first. Can you do it? We're going to see Saturday. It's a 50-50 fight. You never hear me say that Canelo cannot fight. You never hear me say that. For those of you that are saying that this is a cakewalk for him against Caleb, you don't know who Caleb is. He's actually the bigger guy, mobile, nice jab. He can provide problems. Now, can Canelo beat him? Yes. But don't think for a minute that Caleb can't beat this guy. So it's going to be an interesting fight. I look to see a great fight. Y'all know I'm riding with Caleb on this. I'm riding with the American. I'm riding with the American. And y'all not going to shame me for that. Let's go, Caleb. 50-50 fight, but let's go, Caleb. It's going to be interesting. While I talk boxing, y'all go ahead and talk about something else. We know what it is. Bronx on deck. Move!